Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to discuss top 3 of our holy grails. When it comes to figures, when it comes to statues, when it comes to masks, pretty much anything we want in our collection. It's going to be strictly horror, nothing else. Something I want in my collection. You guys can see I'm a big Michael Myers fan. And I do have 3 special guests going to be on here with me. First one, we're going to have This Is My Design. Then we got Helvington, and then we have Horror Gang. Please, if you guys haven't checked them out, please go and check them out. Please go subscribe to their channel and go ahead and follow them on Instagram. They got great content, big horror YouTubers. Like I said, the best in my opinion. But again, yeah, so top 3. I said mine's going to be at the end. So you got to wait to see what my top 3 is at the end of the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with Mr. This Is My Design. Take away, This Is My Design.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Mike and I have my own horror YouTube channel called This Is My Design. And this is going to be my top 3 Holy Grail horror collectibles that I would love to add to my collection. Number 1 is going to be the 2004 release of NECA Freddy vs. Jason 2-pack. This is something that I saw all those years ago, and it was one of those, oh, I'll get it someday kind of things. Well, unfortunately, fast forward to 2023, I still don't have it. It's super expensive, and it's hard to find, because you're going to be paying at least a couple $100 if I was to get it nowadays. My next Holy Grail piece to add to my collection would certainly be from a company called Star Ace. Now, I have purchased from Star Ace in the past, and I'm really a big fan of their products. I'm also a really big fan of the Underworld franchise. And to my left here, I have a soft vinyl Marcus statue that turned out really well, and it's one of my favorite things in my whole horror room. And Star Ace actually put out years ago one of Victor, one of the vampire elders, and my favorite character in the entire franchise. This thing is 1/6 scale. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's articulated. He's got his pennant. He's got his sword. He's got his whole trench coat. It looks absolutely fabulous, and I hope to add it to my collection someday. And finally, my last Holy Grail figure that I would absolutely love to add to my collection is, surprisingly enough, as of recording this, in March of 2023, it's still the only Uber Jason figure available from the movie Jason X. Of course, it's the McFarlane Toys Movie Maniacs Series 5. This was released in 2002, and like I said, still remains to be the only Uber Jason figure on the market today, aside from customs. Now, I'm really hoping another company swoops in. I'm talking to you, NECA. And they make a Jason X for us, because I would really enjoy one that's more articulated. But for now, the Movie Maniacs one is still highly detailed, and I really do love it. I've had my eyes on it for a long time, and even though you're going to have to shell a couple $100, I think it's definitely worth it, and I hope to add that Holy Grail to my collection someday soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and Shape, thank you so much for having me. It was an honor.
Oh, those are awesome picks. This Is My Design. Oh, when it comes to especially the Freddy vs. Jason 2-pack, oh, I would love to have the my collection. But I do have the Jason X in my collection. I said eat. And it's actually out of the box. I didn't keep it in the box. I actually took it out. And of course, I misplaced it, so I don't know exactly where it's at. It's probably one of those totes I have, or somewhere else. I just gotta try to find it. But again, those are real awesome top 3s. Next, we have Mr. Helvington over at coming to you guys from the Hell Zone. So please take away, Helvington.
What's going on, Shaping the Shadows? It's your Hellmaster Dede here, and I want to thank you for letting me step inside the shadows to share with you my top 3 Holy Grail collectibles that I have in my collection. So it was really hard to choose. Depending on the day of the week, it can change up, but these are my 3 most prized possessions that I own. So first up, we have the Halloween 2. So I get this in the shot. The Halloween 2, I believe this is the NECA with Dr. Loomis, and it's the Halloween 2 Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode pack, and it's very rare to find. It's not rare because you can get them on the NECA website and most Halloween websites, but the back order is crazy for these things right now. Like, you can't even get on a list to get them. So I found out my local toy store. I had to get it. So this is my number 3 right here. My number 2. Now, this is gonna be a crazy one. It's not something you expect, but it is the I believe this is Hasbro. No, these are Parker Brothers. The Parker Brothers Goosebumps Shrieks and Spiders board game. So I'm a huge vintage collector. I love vintage toys, board games, and all that. And this actually came out, I believe, in 1995 or 1993, and it is sealed. It has not been opened. And I'm a sucker for vintage toys. I think that's up. Yeah. So vintage toys. So if you remember this from your childhood, let me know down in the comments. So last but not least, we have the #1 Holy Grail, and it is a signed portrait by Roger L. Jackson. So Roger L. Jackson's signature is on this portrait of Ghostface, and it has his name down here on the plaque. It says Roger L. Jackson. If you guys don't know who Roger L. Jackson is, he is the voice of Ghostface and Mojo Jojo on Powerpuff Girls. So this is my #1 piece. I love it a lot. I won't ever get rid of it, and I'll cherish it forever. So those are my top 3 Holy Grails. What are your top 3 Holy Grails? Share with me down in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to Shape in the fucking Shadows. I'm your Hellmaster Dede. Appreciate it, Shape.
Oh, those some awesome stuff. Like I said, he picks out that right out of his collection, and those are freaking awesome pieces. Wouldn't mind having that Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode, if you know what I mean. That's something I would love to have in the Myers room. Next, we have Mr. Horror Gang. Take it away, Horror Gang.
What is up, Shape in the Shadow viewers? It's me, Horror Gang. If you don't know me, I'm also a horror YouTuber. Make sure to subscribe to Shape in the Shadows and subscribe to Horror Gang. But let's talk about my Holy Grail horror items. #1 on my list is the Vincent Price statue from Infinite Statue. It looks amazing. It's from House on Haunted Hill, the poster, and yeah, I really need that in my collection. And at #2 on my list is a Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees Part 7 bust. I think that would look awesome in my collection, and I'm a huge Jason fan. I love Part 7, and I think Part 7 is probably the coolest looking Jason, so why not? Coming in at #3 would be like a life-size prop of the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead franchise, so anytime I take that to a convention, I can have Bruce Campbell, or whoever sign it, and I'd feel like a good collector's thing to try to collect everybody's autograph. I know Trick or Treat Studios did one, and it's pretty expensive now, but yeah, I would love to get that for my collection.
Oh, again, lovely pieces. I mean, this is stuff that we already have in our collection that we consider Holy Grails. Like I said, I consider him a Holy Grail, and it's it's just stuff that we want to have in our collection that we we can get, or that's way out of our price range. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I mean, those are awesome picks, all 3 of you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Please go follow them. Please go subscribe to their YouTube channel and tell them Shape sent you. So now, without further ado, let's get into the Shape's top 3. First one on the list is going to be the I believe it was the first NECA 2-pack of Halloween, Michael Myers, and Dr. Loomis figure set. This one comes actually the porch of the Myers house, and it's got Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers, we see right here. That's the one I really like to get. Like I said, right now you can see them, you can find them on eBay, and their prices are kind of really jacked high, and it's kind of like, and sometimes you get the box, you see the box are damaged, or they're even out of the box. I kind of want to have something that's really nice and neat in the box and everything else. But yes, so #2. And #2 would have to be Todd McFarlane's Movie Maniacs 18-inch Michael Myers. You see right here. This is the one I would love to have in the collection. I mean, just the way it looks, and also too, it makes the Halloween sound. When you buy it, basically it's motion censored. You walk by it, it makes a Halloween sound. I would love to have this in the collection. Again, they're kind of pricey at the moment. Of course, they stopped making them, and of course, people that actually have them sell them again. Sometimes boxes are damaged. Real kind of hard to find one in a good box. You can find one in a good box, but the price is super high. But again, that's something I would love to have in the collection. Like I said, I do have the Movie Maniacs, the basically small Michael Myers one, but I would love to have that one in the collection. But I do have the Freddy one, but I don't have the Mike, which I would love to have that one. And finally, the last thing I love that's a Holy Grail for me is all 3 Holy Grails, and this one's a big Holy Grail for me. Will have to be a Dr. Loomis bust. Yes, a Dr. Loomis is a must-have for any Halloween Michael Myers fan. a Dr. Loomis bust is a must. Or possibly life size, but I would love to have a bust of Dr. Loomis. I know there's a couple places that I can find a Dr. Loomis bust I would love to get. One looks just like Dr. Loomis. I mean, perfectly sculpted. I mean, everything. He does a hell of a job. Of course, you guys all know him as Nag Masks. He makes hell of a shit. I mean, great shit. I mean, awesome pieces. When it comes to the Michael Myers mask, he also does busts. He did a Laurie Strode. I don't really want Laurie Strode. But Dr. Loomis, yes, I would love to have a Dr. Loomis one in the collection along with my life size. I mean, like I said, that's right there is like top. Out of all three ones I talked about, or pretty much anything else, that is the top I need in my collection for me. But that is it, everybody. Top 3 Holy Grail pieces. And again, I want to thank This Is My Design, Helvington, and Horror Gang for giving me their top 3 Holy Grails. And of course, please go check them out, go subscribe to their channel, and go follow them on Instagram. Great guys, love them. Like I said, they're big, really big in the horror community, and like I said, they're just growing so much, and like I said, they're awesome people, great guys. But again, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification for more, and we'll catch y'all next time. And always remember, the shape is always in the shadows. Always. Everybody.